We'll start off with Gabe Bach from texag.com.
Sure.
Ryan, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. Hey, Ryan, how are you seeing your role evolve as camp's gone on, especially with some injuries there at the tight end position?
Well, I can't speak towards the injuries. That's a Coach Fisher issue. But
how have you seen your role emerge?
Yes, sir. Like I'm looking to be ready for whatever they want me to do. So every day you're preparing whatever it may be. And like in the situation we're in nowadays, Coach Fisher is always saying that just blink of an eye, you could be starting, with COVID, everything going on. It's day to day with football right now. So I'm just trying to go as hard as I can every day and get better every day.
Thank you.
Your next question is from John Wilson from KBTX.
Hi, Ryan. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Can you just kind of take us through what the journey's been like for you, from Iola and now to where you are today at Texas A&M?
Yes, sir. So Iola, I know some of y'all said y'all didn't really know where it is or anything, but 2A Division II, so any smaller six-man football. It's not much exposure at that level or recruiting. So going into my senior year, I just sort of wanted a chance to play and got one at here and Kansas as a preferred walk-on. So I went to Kansas 2 years, 2 seasons, and enjoyed the campus, loved everything about it, but it's a little far from me. I like being home, and I'm an Aggie, from Iola, 20 minutes away. So came back, and I've just taken advantage of the opportunities I've been given. I've really enjoyed my time here.
Next question is from Robert Sessa from the Bryan College Station Eagle.
Sir.
So, Ryan, you did get some playing time last time when we talked to you. So what have you done to possibly get yourself more playing time since we talked to you last, and where have you feel you've improved the most, and where do you still have to work on?
So, yes, sir, last year I got some good opportunities. I felt like I took advantage of them for the most part, but, you're always trying to improve in every aspect. But last year I felt like my strength was more in I'm reliable. I know what I'm doing on most plays, and I take care of my job. But my biggest thing I had to work on, or have to work on, I think, is be more a threat in the pass game. So I'm not the fastest guy, I'm not the biggest guy, but I have to know exactly what they're trying to do and what they're trying to keep me from doing every play and coverage-wise. So to attack their weaknesses and where I can expose or take advantage of these things and possibly become a better threat and be relied upon in the game. Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Next question is from Chip Howard from Sports Talk.
Ryan, in this day and age, you just mentioned you're not sure who's going to play and what might happen this year. Do you feel like the more versatile you are in terms of positions, the more playing time you might get?
It's always better to be versatile and know all these different jobs and all these different moving parts. So in that case, you have more opportunities possibly, because say a fullback goes down with COVID that week, or say a receiver goes down or something, like you can always be plugged in and played if you know what you're supposed to do. But in terms of that, it's just that's a coach thing, and they just plug you and see who they rely upon and where you're going to work out. Yes, sir.
How much special teams do you plan on playing this year, do you think?
As of now, I believe I'll be playing quite a bit on special teams, but I mean that's a coach's thing. They're going to play the best guys on the field every time, and it depends on what we're trying to do and what matchups we have on the field special teams wise. But I'm looking to hopefully have a pretty sizable role in special teams.
Thank you.
Next question is from Zach Taylor with Bryan Broadcasting.
Hey, Ryan, as the pride of Iola, the Bulldogs unable to play these first couple of weeks. We actually were talking about that beforehand, dealing with COVID, and it's affected everybody from college, NFL to high school. So just your overall thoughts on that, not having those high school guys being able to play, and how have you guys dealt with the pandemic?
I know I'd be in a tough spot in high school right now. I'd probably be angry at everybody for keeping me from playing some football, but it's something you got to do, and it's something that's part of it right now. But on our part, I know we're tested all the time. They're taking care of us, and they're really stressing who we're spending our time with or outside of football. So we're just trying to not put ourselves in these compromising positions and really affect the football and be able to play as much as we can.
Thanks.
Next question is from Travis Brown from the Bryan College Station Eagle.
Hey, Ryan. curious. I know if you look at the record books, Kellen has just a little bit to go to be the school's career passing yards record, touchdown record. What does it mean to y'all as an offense and teammates for him to accomplish those things and be one of the most decorated quarterbacks as far as the school record books go?
Kellen, we see him work every day, and with tons of respect for the guy. I mean, I definitely couldn't do what he's doing, but so something like that's something we want to do for him. He deserves that. You see him work every day, and you see how much he works for these things. So in that aspect, we want to, even if the record wasn't there, we'd want to do the best we can for him. But with that also there, it's another thing.
Next question is from Justin Woodard at KAGS.
Hey, Ryan, obviously you being a local guy, what do you think of the talent here in the Brazos Valley? Obviously on your roster alone, you got Devin Morris and Devin Price, and tomorrow night we're covering Rockdale and Lexington, and a lot of kids on the field tomorrow night with SEC offers around here. What do you make of the talent at the high school level from the Brazos Valley?
Well, it's great to see guys from around here getting that attention and exposure, and it's great to see them playing here, especially because I know for me personally, it's sort of like a dream. You grow up around here every Saturday, it's nuts, and this is the school to be at. So I know it's great. Like I said, it's great to see everybody around here getting this attention.
We have two more questions on the queue. We'll start off with Gabe Bach at texags.com.
Yeah, Ryan, could you give us some insight into we haven't gotten a chance to speak to Jalen Weidermeyer yet. Looking forward to that opportunity when it comes. But what about Jalen makes him an elite talent, and where has he gotten better, Ryan?
This year especially, I've seen him get better in his run blocking. He's really started to attack and be a little more physical because he knows what he's doing a little more and what we're trying to do on plays. And I think what makes him special is just he has great size and amazing hands. I think his hands are it's just great especially for a guy his size. I wish I was his size, but he definitely has that skill set, size, and the hands especially. I think that's what makes him special.
All right, we'll finish up with Mike Lucas got a couple more questions. We'll go to Mike Lucas from KAGS.
Hey, Ryan. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Good. I was going to ask about Jalen, but Gabe stole my thunder, so I'll ask about it someone else. As a blocker, you have to kind of work with the running backs, and they have to trust you to make the block. You have to trust them to hit the hole. How have you seen the improvement from Spiller from this year to last year, and what do you make of Anaya Smith back there?
Same kind of thing with Spiller as with Jalen. I think he understands a little more what we're trying to do each play and what we're trying to attack. And in that case, he can really read our blocks and attack the defense better. And with Anais back there, I think it just adds another playmaker. And Anais will throw some blocks for. I don't know how much he weighs, but he's not near. He packs a punch for what you see him, and you wouldn't think he packs as much of a punch as he does. But in that case, I think that's a big playmaker in the backfield alongside of Spiller, and they're both different in their own ways, and they're both going to add a threat.
All right, two more questions. Robert Cessna and then Brenton Zwerneman.
Hey, Ryan, as being a local guy, you talked about how great it is to be back home playing about in Kyle Field. What about playing your senior year in front of only 25, 30,000 each game?
That probably, when you think about it stings a little bit. It's not going to be the same Kyle Field, but at the same time, it's just football. You're going out there and you're going to play the game, and no matter how many people are there, you're going to go all out. And it's still great to be here. It's still great to be in Kyle Field, and it's a dream come true.